It's the prime mover Cockpit, and you're watching the most single must-see entertaining show on YouTube. Well, it's Cheap Shot Entertainment, baby.
Hello and welcome once again to Cheap Shot Entertainment. Once again, we're going to take you through everything that happened in Hope Evolution 78. Why walk on water? We've got boats. Took place in the Working Men's Club, the West End Working Men's Club in Leicester, and the source, as ever, is Neil Bonser, the resident sound guy of Hope Wrestling. Took place on the 12th of January. Lots of Hope Wrestling going off in January, with Future coming up, the Future Weekender, the first anniversary show. So if you're interested in that, get over to hopewrestling.co.uk and order your tickets. It should be a really good weekend, family friendly. So the Saturday one is in the evening, pretty early. I think it starts at 7, and the Sunday one is on Sunday afternoon. So definitely family friendly, one or the other, or both. You can get both for £10, which is absolute bargain for 2 wrestling shows of that caliber. So yeah, like I say, we're going to take you through everything that happened on those shows. You are the Cheap Shot Nation, and as ever, I am your host, Luke, and I'm going to guide you through. So we're just going to run down some match results for you. We have the first match is Tim Lee and Will Cruz versus Kyle Kingsley and Jack Cave. Of course, there's no love lost between Kyle Kingsley and Jack Cave, but of course they're coming together as 2 heel characters. Kyle Kingsley recently turned heel. Not sure whether Jack is sort of borderline heel face because he's got a lot of following, and Will Cruz and Tim Lee, just really fun guys, and they contrast in style to the other 2. But it was Tim Lee and Will Cruz picking up the victory in this match. So perhaps a formidable team in Hope Wrestling going forward to challenge for the Tag Team Championships. Next you have the absolute legend Danny Chase, and he went against Warren Banks. Not having a good time, Warren Banks, in January, early part of 2019, end of 2018, having had Kyle Kingsley turn on him in a tag match. His losing streak continues here. Hopefully he'll have a bit of a renaissance later on in 2019, but he does get defeated by the absolute legend Danny Chase in this match. Banks, incidentally, was distracted by Kyle Kingsley, which allowed Chase to get the win. I'm guessing that was probably through a roll-up. Again, I wasn't there, just reading down the results for you. The next match featured Cy Gregory, and he continues his winning ways against Jake McCluskey, the unique one himself, and he defeats Jake McCluskey in what I'm sure was a really, really good match. Both of these guys are absolutely fantastic. Cy Gregory has waited a long time to get to the main roster of the Hope Wrestling family, and he's proving his worth. You can't deny the fact that he's just continued to win and win and win. The record books will show that he's on an absolute winning streak, so eventually I'm pretty much putting my foot forward here and putting a prediction on Cy Gregory. He will pick up the Hope Wrestling Championship at some point during 2019. He is your one to watch. Next we have a Hope Young Guns Championship scramble match, and in a scramble match you have about 6-7 guys all going in the ring together. First pin wins the match, and in this case the Young Guns Championship being held by Ashley Dunn. Haven't really seen this championship defended in Hope Wrestling in the 2 years that I've been going. Yeah, we have a new Young Guns champion in Joe Nelson, coming, off the back of 2 Kings of Flight championship wins, 2-time champion there, and he's now the Young Guns champion as well. Congratulations to Joe Nelson. He picked up the win against the current or former champion Ashley Dunn. Chaos Kai Payne, who obviously is on a bit of a roll himself. Mr. Charles Crowley, again, not quite picking up the victory here. Another Hope debutant last week. Owen Charles and Jacob Daniels, the dampest teenager in the world. So congratulations to Joe Nelson for him to pick up the victory and become the new Young Guns champion. So we'll hopefully be seeing that getting defended in future. Next, we have another guy on a bit of a losing streak here. Well, we have 2 guys on a bit of a losing streak, actually. Hudson Malone hasn't won a match since, I think he did win on Future at the end of December. And Chris Tyler, his attitude change hasn't really helped him pick up any victories of significance in recent months. But it is Chris Tyler who defeats Hustle Malone in this match. Hustle Malone on a bit of a losing streak here. He's already guaranteed that he's going to be in the main event for the 6th anniversary show by defeating Jack Cave and swapping the briefcase for that shot to Harvey Dale for the control over the company. And continues to not quite win matches, but in fact completely lose matches. I'm sure it was a really good match. Both of these guys are really, really good in the ring. And congratulations to Chris Tyler, who's finally picked up a win. Hopefully he will start picking up wins as well. And same to Hustle Malone. Really like both of these guys. And looking forward to seeing them in matches in the future against each other. But for this one, it's Chris Tyler going over Hustle Malone. Next, we have a ladies' match, a Hope Foxes division match. It is Jade against Luna Rocks. Luna Rocks is a relative newcomer in Hope, been picking up a few victories over the last several months. Of course, Jade has been out long-term with an injury, coming back last week. And it is Jade who picks up the victory here, going forward into 2019. We may even see, who knows, a women's championship arrive here in Hope Wrestling in the future, with Jade on the forefront of that championship match. So Jade picks up the win against Luna Rocks. Very rocky landscape in the Hope Foxes division, with lots of young ladies going at it for that championship shot, should it be something that comes through in 2019. But your winner is Jade. Next, we have your Hope Kings of Flight championship match, and it is Diamond Dave Andrews versus Chief Deputy Don. He is the current champion as we speak, or was the current champion going into this event, and it would be Diamond Dave Andrews that would pick up the victory, having been turned on by his long-term tag team partner in the absolute legend Danny Chase. Dave Andrews has been on a bit of a turn along the way to his championship win over Chief Deputy Don. I'm sure because of these two being the caliber that they are, again, it was a really good match. I usually see a couple of videos. I haven't seen anything of this, but I can imagine with Damien Dunn and Dave Andrews that this match wouldn't have disappointed at all. And we have another new champion in Hope Wrestling, Diamond Dave Andrews. Congratulations, double champion now. He is the House of Pain champion and the Hope Kings of Flight champion. So congratulations to Diamond Dave Andrews from Cheap Shot Entertainment. And that is everything that went down at Hope Wrestling Evolution 78. Once again, you have been the Cheap Shot Nation. I have been your host, Luke. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to click the subscribe button and like the video and all that kind of stuff. And we'll see you next time right here on Cheap Shot Entertainment. Goodbye.